Oh, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Jyree, but y'all knew that already. Excuse me, your boy just snacking down on some of these zesty protein snacks right here, boy. These on right here. That body kick. Man, listen, y'all know nothing about that. Anyway, so, not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I came on here. I just got this thought that just popped up in my head when I was listening to this success audio earlier, success podcast, whatever you want to call it. And man, I don't really know why. I think it was more so because he was kind of talking about the system he's a part of, same system I'm a part of, being part of, the LTD education system, being partnered with different companies like, Amway, Nutrilite, Excess, etc. And man, this idea just kind of sparked in my head, and well, more so a quote, but it was something that just kind of sparked in my head. I don't know if somebody said this before or if it was just kind of something I end up thinking of. But, I don't want to take credit if it didn't come from me. But either way, still cheat, repeat, like my mentors say. But yeah. So, what actually ended up coming to mind was this quote. It says, not it says, but I said, but if it's somebody else said it, then I'm going to just, it says, you can choose the system you're in. I choose the system that teaches me wealth mentality. And I don't know, like I said, I don't really know where that came from. Maybe it came from either a book I read. I know I've been reading, The Pursuit by Dexter Yeager. I also went back and started reading The Magic of Thinking Big. So, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. So, but also, too, this kind of, to me, related to also when I think about what I see on a daily when it comes to, especially, sometimes I don't really like saying my people, because not everybody is your people. But when I say my people, of course, normally I mean, black people. But it's kind of this thing that's kind of weird. And I probably might get flack for when I say this, if anybody ever sees this on my YouTube, but I don't care. Because I noticed, a lot of people that say, the system was never meant for us. The system this, the system that. A lot of, like Anton Daniel say, a lot of victim mentality. And with this quote, it comes to mind because, I see that I have, for one, access to the free enterprise system, capitalism, whatever you want to call it. And I see that I have the chance to not only pursue what it is I want in life, but I had the chance to actually create it just by, taking the advice of my mentors and actually applying it. Like my guy was saying in the audio I was listening to, you don't actually get that growth until you go apply the knowledge that you were given. Because it's one thing to get the knowledge and be like, okay, I learned something. And it's another to actually go do it and be like, oh, wow, so that's what they meant by that, because then you actually learn through the failures and actually trying. So when I say, you can choose the system you're in, and that I choose the system that teaches me wealth mentality, for one, when I say I choose a system that teaches me wealth mentality, that's not just me being a part of, the systems that my mentors have in line, but also looking at the system of being a Christian. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm well versed in the Bible, but I do know that in the Bible, it does teach abundance mentality, and that goes hand in hand with wealth mentality. I see abundance mentality and wealth mentality, of being in the land of abundance, as being someone who's not only giving in terms of, giving the word to people, but also, giving opportunities, giving, funds to charities and those in need, and, stuff like that. Being able to give to people who have given to you, as it says in the book, The Go-Giver, you never stop the cycle of giving. That's why, like of course I still struggle with it from time to time. When people offer me stuff, sometimes I'll be like, nah, I'm good, I don't need it. But like they say, you should never stop the gift of giving, because when someone wants to give you something, you can just take it and just give it to someone else. Keep that cycle of giving going, so but then when that goes back into, you can choose the system you're in. I choose to be in that system simply because I've been learning these kind of things. Mind you, some of that stuff was already in me. I already love to give, but it just exemplified everything that I already felt. And that's why I feel like this is the right system for me. Whether we're talking capitalism, whether we're talking wealth mentality, abundance mentality, free enterprise, network marketing, whatever the case may be, I choose to be within those systems because they fit me in the ideology that I already have, and that I noticed that these are how the wealthy people live. So when getting around the association of, this chosen system that I chose, it just helps me to remember, for one, what the dreams that I have are, and two, how I'm going to utilize all of this to help other people, because that's really what it's about at the end of the day, honestly. So then also too, it just kind of reminds me, especially like when we say free enterprise, you are free to be a part of or start your own enterprise being here in America, if we're being honest. And so, that's just a multi-faceted statement, or multi-level statement, whatever, I don't know, in terms of saying you could choose the system you're in, because I choose to be within the free enterprise capitalism system. I choose to be in the system of not thinking that, not being one of those people that's just so like, I don't know why I'm burping so much. Being one of those people that feels like, oh, the system is against us, it was never for us, the amendments aren't for us, the laws aren't for us, etc. I'm not one of those people. I don't focus on none of that stuff. I focus on the stuff I can actually control. I keep this on every day for a reason. Success. Like when you see me, you see success, literally and figuratively. Because for one, I consider myself a successful person. But also, too, that came with a lot of failures. And I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I still have a lot of growing to do as well, too. But just knowing that I have a choice is one of those things. I feel like that's where it starts at. That's where it starts, where you start freeing up your mind. You start realizing, like, wait, I have a choice. Like, I can choose what it is I want to do every day. So that has its positive and negatives. I could choose to be like some people I know and just smoke weed and play video games all day, or I can choose to go out and build a business after I get off work and before work, connecting with different people, serving customers that I already have, serving potential customers that I will have, serving people that are going to be on my team, serving people that are already on my team. So ultimately, that's what I say, you can choose the system you're in. That's what I mean. It's like you choose, really, it's basically like you choose the environment. You can choose the environment you're in. That actually, I feel like that kind of breaks it down a little bit better. You can choose the environment you're in. And I choose to be in the environments that are positive, that speak positivity into people, versus always being in environments where everybody want to gossip about folk, and they always want to talk about, oh, I feel so bad. Like, I don't like being in environments like that. That's one of the reasons why, like, in terms of, like, for instance, my hometown, I would never move back to my hometown. I would simply go there and, place things that can help bring jobs and bring more revenue, income, etc. to my hometown, make it a place where it could actually be desirable. Maybe that will actually help the crime rate go down and stuff like that too, because there's a lot of negative mentality there, bro. It's not a lot of opportunities. So what else you gonna do other than, maybe work at these few little places that are here, if you get the job? And then on top of that, if you one of them guys I know that's, still in the hood, I mean, if you don't get out of that hood mentality, then you're not really gonna get far no way. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm from the hood or nothing like that. I mean, I'm genuinely I'm from the country, bro. Like, we wasn't that far from being down the street from cows and chickens and all that. So, and a lot of my family grew up on farms and stuff back in the day. And then now, I got family that live up in New York and New Jersey, well, like DMV area, New Jersey, Virginia, Georgia. The other side of my family, like a lot of them live in Georgia and stuff like that. So, I mean, ultimately, man, it's just like, I know that, down the line somewhere, somebody has to make the change. That's why I was going with that. Down the line, whether it's me or anybody else in my family, somebody got to be the one to make the change, and I choose to let it be me. So I also know that I can choose the system I'm in. I can choose the environment I'm in. And, from there, it's like I just worry about what I can't control. So, and I mean, I know a lot of people, especially when I'm on Twitter, man, I see a lot of people, it's just like, oh, capitalism is the reason for this, that, and the third. Capitalism is so bad. Capitalism is the reason why. I'm just like, it don't bother me none, because at the end of the day, I'm like, for one, I can choose to not listen to nothing they got to say, because I see what it can do for people. And then also on top of that, I'm around successful people, so it's not like it bothers me no way, because I'm just like, I see what a proper system can do for people if they follow it. And those who don't follow it are normally the ones like, oh yeah, man, that thing's a scam, don't do it. Oh yeah, man, I tried that, I didn't make no money with it, just be careful. It's like, you probably didn't get around the right people. You more than likely didn't ask the right questions. You more than likely didn't even try to put in work. And even if you did put in some good work, you expect the results to come too soon when you didn't even get that much work done. Like, I know people who literally talked to like 5 people, and because either they didn't respond, or a few said no, or only one said yes, they're just like, oh man, it doesn't work. And of course, then I was working on people skills, so I didn't really have as much as I do now. But I'm just like, so you telling me that you only talked to 5 people, and now you saying that what you do don't work? That is stupid. You want to talk about, like, I went off. I was just like, you want to talk about something not working, or like you want to talk about like having people tell you no. Like, imagine going from Raleigh to Fayetteville because you got 4 people, coming to see what it is that you're trying to offer them the opportunity for, and none of them show up. You done spent 1 hour and 30 one way and 1 hour 30 back just because of it. Like, I was going all giving examples and all that, but see, I realized, everybody's perspective is different, but at the same time, you can't stop a quitter from quitting, and you can't stop a winner from winning. So winners are always going to find a way, no matter what the vehicle that they're using is. So at the end of the day, it's like, I just wish more people realize that they have every opportunity and the freedom to choose what it is they want to do. And if they stop focusing on so much on what they feel like is against them, they realize the main thing that's against them is their own mind. But a lot of people want to, make excuses and be like, oh, that's not realistic and all this other kind of stuff like that. I'm just like, look, whatever's realistic to you, hey, nothing I can do about that. I know what I choose to think. And what I choose to think has gotten me a lot farther than the average person. So other than that, that's my time for today. I love y'all. Peace, love, positivity. I'm gonna start back posting on my YouTube. I know I've been gone for a little while, man, but I actually recorded some videos and I just didn't upload them because it was some of those videos was kind of surrounding negativity, and I didn't want to put that into the atmosphere in terms of putting that on my YouTube, because it was some situations that were going on that I wanted to vent about. But I just decided to get it off my chest, record it, and keep it in the vault. So yeah, man, love y'all. Peace, love, positivity. Platinum gang, we out. Love y'all, man. Have a peaceful, wonderful day. Man, whatever it is you trying to do, man, hop on that. Get to work. No excuses. All 2022. Love y'all.